A trip along the Great Ocean Road takes you through one of Victoria's most popular tourist strips. And if you head down this way, you'll probably notice the house on the pole and think, what's the story? Who built it? How did it get there? Well, today, we're going to find out. Wow, what a view.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, g'day. Colin's my name.
I'm Frank.
Oh, g'day, Frank. Look, I just wanted to come up and have a look at your place. I hope you don't mind.
I'd like to come and have a good look.
I'd love to. Yeah, just in here?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Frank Dixon is the owner, designer and builder of the remarkable House on a Pole. It's a bit of a landmark for this area, isn't it?
Certainly is. Everybody stops to have a look.
A few people like me having a bit of a closer look?
Oh, and they're not all like you.
So where did the idea come from to build a house on a pole?
Well, some time back I was injured in the surf. While laid up, I used my imagination to consider what I might do on various sites, and thought of it for a little while. I decided what I wanted to do. That's how it all happened.
A house on a pole?
A house on a pole. That was what my crazy imagination did to me. Having got the brainwave, I had to somehow or other get round to building this thing.
And that he did 19 years ago, and it's still standing strong today. Not surprisingly, Frank's an engineer and an architect. Frank and Aileen's House on a Pole is a single room divided into 4 sections. Entranceway, bedroom, kitchen and living space all soak up the breathtaking view. It's pretty small, but it's perfect as a beach house retreat. The house joins the mainland via a 25-metre long walkway, which not only gets you out there, it hides all the services like water, telephone and electricity that come in from the mainland. Well, you're in a pretty wild and windy area. What effect does that have on this house?
Oh, to the tune that it sways a little in the breeze, that's all.
It moves?
Just like a giant tree.
The floor of the house is 14 metres above the ground and 40 metres above sea level. That's pretty high, eh? The pole's foundations are concrete piles, like large rods that are driven deep into the ground, 8 metres in fact. So those underground piles do as much work to stop the house being blown away as they do to hold the place up. This anchoring effect was created by pouring cement down through the piles to create a series of large bulbs at the base, because it's not unusual for the winds here to hit up to 100 kilometres an hour. The pole and the platform that the house sits on are the only part of the place that Frank didn't build himself. Due to the awkward location and the building regulations, they had to put up extensive scaffolding during its construction. The house sits on 62 of the platform's 89 square metres, and it leaves this bit right round the outside for a butte veranda. The windows allow you to actually take in the magnificent view, but they don't open. Now, why's that?
That's really a matter of practicality. Any openable window is virtually impossible to seal against the high wind and driving rain.
Well, what do you both like about living in this place?
Well, I love it in winter. We can look over there and we can watch the storm clouds over lawn come across, and we feel beautifully comfortable, don't we, inside?
Supremely comfortable.
Yes.
When people come to visit you, how do they handle the height?
Well, we've had 2 people anyway who were too frightened to come out, and they just cringed round the corner of the building over there. A mother and daughter, it was very pale and shaken, and others have, to a lesser extent, have been worried by it, but not as much.
We had one visitor who crawled across.
The pole house has been on the hill overlooking Fairhaven beach here since 1978, but Frank actually bought the land in 1958. He's not sure what he'd get for the place if he decided to sell, but let's face it, with $1 million views, who'd want to?
Coming up on Australia's strangest home improvements, there's not much